First trade, AMD. As you guys can see here, this is my live account. I mean, guys, look at that fat sell-off candle on the daily. That's one of the most biggest daily candles I've seen in so long. This is where I fumbled the bag, guys. I did manage to make a nice 125 off of this. AMD, I entered very simply because look at this. I have it marked off as, but these went to $9,000. On the day, I am down $44. At one point, I was down 160. Good morning to my fellow traders and welcome back to another live trading vlog session video where I show you guys what it's like to be a day trader, day trading the option market. And I'm gonna show you guys how that's done. Now, every single day I show you guys what it's like, what's the setup, what's my mindset and how I think. And the way that I'm thinking today, guys, is FOMC today. Jerome Powell's gonna speak on the interest rate decisions, deciding if they're going to increase or decrease the interest rate. So we got to be very mindful, very cautious. Market's already acting a little bit funky, so we don't want to get caught in this mess or this chop or the fake out. Now, there are a couple positions I can easily take right now as we speak, which I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But I want to be very mindful, very cautious, and we're going to give it some patience. Time is currently 7:14 a.m. and let's show you guys our setups. That is the most fattest amount of buyer volume I've ever seen on a single candle on a 15-minute. It's holding that support, held the 90 EMA as well. I did miss NVIDIA puts here, but I don't really plan on honestly trading since market is pretty scary. Now we are getting a lot of bull action, a quick fake out to the downside. I mean, that was a fat sell-off and out of nowhere bulls just stepped in like crazy. I do got to leave here in 30 minutes, so most likely again I won't trade, but I probably will buy a cheap call, $30 to $50, maybe 1 to 2 of them for the FOMC Jerome Powell pump. Because last time I bought 2 contracts of some Jerome Powell calls and it was a nice pump, printed over 100%, and they went even more, guys. And they were only $50 contracts, so I'm gonna do the same thing, risk like $30 to $50 and see if these bad boys can pump like crazy, because I assume he's gonna cut interest rates. That's what I assume. And it starts at 11 to 11:30 a.m. So we'll see how it goes. So I do gotta head out of here and I'll just show you guys what I take when I get back. Either it's going to be the 11 a.m. calls for FOMC, or it's going to be the SPY call here that I take here real soon. I'm going to watch it while I'm on the way. I'm going to set an alert, so if it does ring my phone, I will probably just enter it. I'm going to show you guys what the setup is, and then we're going to head out. 10-minute time frame. SPY looks pretty decent here above these pre-market areas, plus where it went to recently. So I have a nice entry level around 606.30, I believe that is. Let me check. 606.20. So market needs to get some confirmation for some more bulls before I actually do enter something like that. The only reason why I'm basing that off of is because of the hourly time frame close with a nice long wick to the downside. Bulls are stepping in pretty decently, and 30 minutes creating some type of flag here a little bit. So also what I did find is on the hourly time frame, I found a really nice level called 606.78. And the way I found that was over here on yesterday's pre-market or yesterday's after hours over here. I guess you could say Monday's after hours. It hits this level once here. It hits this level once here, and then it even hits it on this candle open right here. So it hits it twice. I like to try to find those kind of levels. That is how I find a solid level. And if we hit that today or anytime this week or next, I'll show you guys how that level reacted. So 606.78, remember that. 606.78 on SPY on the hourly time frame, and we're gonna trade it on the lower one, and I'm gonna show you guys how that one looks. So we might not even get SPY calls, because look at what's going on with SPY right now. It got a nice bearish engulfing down to 5 minutes. We just gotta play it, wait safely, and we'll see what we enter, guys. And like I said, if I don't get those SPY calls here, then I'll just play FOMC $50 entries and call it good. So we're back home. It's 6:59, basically 7 p.m. And guys, we took 3 trades. So I'm gonna show you guys my P&L. At one point, I was down so bad that I managed to recover with a nice trade off SPX. But let's go over all that. Let's dive into the charts and let's show you guys the trade idea and what we did wrong, what we did good. Here are my orders, and we're gonna go over in the chart my orders and show you guys how we managed to lose $44 today in the market. First trade, AMD. As you guys can see here, this is my live account, blue, so it's not a paper trading account. And guys, I bought 2 AMDs for $221 at 10:05 a.m. and sold them for a loss at $153 a piece. Mind you, I had 2 of them, guys. That's over $70 a piece, which is why when you go over here, you can see it says down 136 from AMD alone, 125 off SPX, and down 33 off SPY. So let's go over this and break it down. AMD, I entered very simply because look at this. I have it marked off as HOY. HOY means at 127.08 is yesterday's highs. So all I did was mark off yesterday's highs and decided to take calls on the bounce of yesterday's highs. After that hammer, I decided to get in on the next 15-minute candle, and it did push up. We did see a nice 10% off of this, but of course we always want more, and it ended up pulling back here hard. Now, the reason why is because FOMC, as soon as 11 a.m. hits, which is right here on this candle, dips down super hard. Now on the 15-minute time frame, it was still on the 90 MA, so honestly I was holding it. Then on this next candle, it dips, and that's where I sell it, guys. You guys can see the contracts. I sell AMD at 11:06 a.m., which 11:06 a.m. is on this candle here. So I enter here after it comes down for a nice retest, and then I sell on this candle here. So that's a nice fat drop, $70 L a contract, $136 L off of AMD in the beginning. I also said I'm gonna take some SPY calls. So I took a $62 SPY call out the money, one of them at 10:52, 8 minutes before Jerome Powell hops on. I enter here. I exit 11:04 a.m. So I do exit on this candle here at least. 50% L on this one. Sold it, got in for $62, sold at $29. So I sold for 50% loss on this one, $33. But we entered literally on this candle here, instant rocket. I mean, I can't even fit the screen for how far it went, guys. It went so far down. Look at that. I mean, today, guys, SPY had the most biggest move I've seen in so long. I mean, guys, look at that fat sell-off candle on the daily. That's one of the most biggest daily candles I've seen in so long. This is where I fumbled the bag, guys. I did manage to make a nice 125 off of this SPX put, but these went to $9,000. I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. I got it for 175 a piece at 11:36 a.m. 11:36 a.m. is right here, and I can show you guys that just to give you guys some proof. 11:36 a.m. is this candle here, which is where I entered. So it should be more to the right, but it's right here off of this candle. Then I sell 10 minutes later at 11:46 a.m. So 11:46 a.m. again, it should be a little bit more to the right, but it's this candle right here. So it is a nice drop, 125 off of that move right there alone off SPX on the 1 minute. But guys, look at how much it tanked. Them contracts went from $300 exit to $9,000 a piece, guys. Insane. So, but all that being said, on the day, I am down $44 total. At one point, I was down $169, but I managed to recover off of SPX. Man, oh man, I wish I would have held even 2 more minutes. Would it be $500 instead? Then this was probably like 1,000, guys. It just kept going, man. It was insane. So I hope you guys managed to able to print through this freaking crazy madness mess of Jerome Powell. Even though it was an interest rate cut, for some reason, market reacted totally opposite of what I expected. Now, I thought those SPY calls plus the AMD call that I was in, I thought would not get affected. Of course, I thought I played SPY because I was hoping that we would get a nice pump, but no pump happened at all. We just got instant tank to the downside, and any position that I had that was to the upside, because I was exposed to the upside, I got instantly wrecked. I mean, guys, I was down at one point $169 on the day. Managed to recover just a little bit, and I could have recovered even more better if I would have held at least 2 more minutes longer. But either way, I'm glad I managed to recover at least only down $44 on the day, better than 169. So I'll catch you guys on the next vlog, and I hope you guys have been killing it. We have 2 more days left in the week, and let's keep killing it. Let's keep running up these numbers and calling out some good trades, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.